Hi everyone. I hope everyone's well and enjoying the beautiful spring weather. Yesterday I was out for a walk and I went to pick up the mail from the mailbox. It's something that I'm doing with increased frequency lately because, well, I'm home and it gives me something to do. I picked up my 2020 property tax assessment from the city of Calgary. Two things jumped out at me when I opened up that letter. Number one is the amount of tax that my wife and I are paying for property taxes has gone up and up and up and up over the 11 years we've owned this house. Number two, the value of my property has not gone up and up and up and up over the 11 years that we've owned this. So point number one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory, but let's take a couple of minutes and flush out point number two. In 2009, my wife and I built the house that we live in. It's a great neighborhood, great place to raise a family. It's within our budget, and I thought it would be a good investment. We paid $540,000 plus $27,000 worth of GST because it was a new build. And according to the city of Calgary, our house is now worth $662,000. So on paper, we have about a $91,000 gain on this house. Works out to be about 1.5% rate of return, which isn't too bad. I'm not complaining about that. But here's where we got to be honest with yourselves, and I'm going to be honest with you. That's not the full story. We've also spent money on developing the basement. We spent money on landscaping. We now are at the stage after 11 years is we're going to have to start putting money into the house for general upkeep and to refresh things like paint, things like refreshing the kitchen backsplash and things like that. Also, I'm aware of the hot water tank is on its last leg, so we're going to have to replace that. When you start adding up all of these things and keeping in consideration that we pay property taxes on this every single year, and that when it comes time to sell this property, we're going to have to hire a professional realtor to do this because it's not something I want to do or can do. We start adding all these things up. Over the last 11 years, this has not been a good investment. Still a great place to be, love our house, great place to raise a family. But from an investment standpoint, this has not worked out. Now, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. The question is, and I think we got to be really honest with ourselves, is the last 11 years we already know. What about the next 11 years? Is the next 11 years going to be any different? And the question that I have for you, I want to throw that out to the group, is residential real estate still a good investment? Let us know what you think. Is it yes? Is it no? Is it maybe? Send us an email. The email address is right here below. We'd love to hear from you. Let's open the conversation up. Stay safe, everyone. I'll be in touch with you 2 weeks from now.